Hello and welcome to Mad About Sports. Today we are going to be talking about a special player. It is none other than Shubman Gill. He has been exemplary for India with the bat. Of course, before the series, there were several doubts as to whether Shubman Gill really does deserve a place in the playing 11 because Ishan Kishan had just scored a double hundred against Bangladesh in the final ODI. Come the Sri Lanka series, Rohit Sharma was very clear in saying that Shubman Gill will be the preferred opener for Team India in the series. Of course, there was a lot of debating points as to why Shubman Gill should be there and why Shubman Gill shouldn't be there. But then Shubman Gill has totally grabbed his opportunity. Shubman Gill, since making his debut in the one-day internationals, hasn't really looked back. He's been outstanding. He's got an average of 68.67, and that's an outstanding average to have. He scored 300s already in his ODI career. He was brought in as a replacement for Shikhar Dhawan. Shikhar Dhawan has served Team India for the longest period of time, and he's also called as Mr. ICC. Now, when we talk about Shubman Gill, we all know about his exploits in the 2018 Under-19 World Cup. That's where he made a name for himself. He was a leading run scorer for India back then. Who will not forget his century, which he scored against Pakistan in the semi-finals of the Under-19 World Cup? But he's been able to convert that into the senior level as well. That's why one could possibly say he is that generational talent which we all were waiting for this generation. Now let's look at the special feat which he achieved, right? He has become the seventh Indian to score a double hundred. He's in that list, an elite list to be part of that double century list, which is a very special list. Now, when we talk about players like Sachin Tendulkar, who started off scoring the double hundred against South Africa in 2010, and now Shubman Gill in 2023, the list has been very long, and Ishan Kishan was the last one to do it. But Shubman Gill also has joined the list. Now, if you look at this list, you can understand that there is Martin Guptill, Fakhar Zaman, and Chris Gayle. But majority of them are dominated by the Indians, and Indians never fail to achieve such feat. But Shubman Gill's double century also makes it very promising. Not just because of that. In Shubman Gill's double century, bringing up that double century by hitting those three sixes back to back, that really shows character of the young player. Though one could say he was given those two lives during that innings, but he has been extremely in control of his innings. Now look at the consistency factor which Shubman Gill has brought into the table. He just scored 100 against Sri Lanka in that final ODI, but he's not let that form go away. He took that up to another level by scoring a double hundred against New Zealand in Hyderabad. And before that, in the Sri Lankan series, also you saw that he's got a brilliant 70 in that first ODI. And back in New Zealand, when India toured New Zealand earlier on, he was extremely consistent there as well by scoring a 50 and a 45. Shubman Gill has been up the ladder. There was an issue with Shubman Gill faced in his earlier on in his international career, that he was unable to score some hundreds. He was getting very close to hundreds. He was unable to really convert that. But now what has really happened is that he's been able to convert that not just in hundreds but also in double hundreds. Now that also means he's become the youngest and also the fastest Indian to score 1,000 runs. Now, before this record was held by Virat Kohli and Shikhar Dhawan at 24 innings. Shubman Gill has beaten it with 19 international one-day innings. Now, that's a very special field to hold. Now, what do you know about Shubman Gill in his international? Now, when you talk about the fastest in international cricket, when you talk about the list he has joined, he's just behind Fakhar Zaman and Imam-ul-Haq. Imam-ul-Haq and Fakhar Zaman were the two players who were just ahead of him. Imam-ul-Haq also scored in 19 innings and Fakhar Zaman in 18 innings. But when you talk about the youngest player on that list, once again, Shubman Gill is the youngest player on that list to do it so. Now, at just the age of 23, Shubman Gill has already captured certain and some big feats. Now, let's look at some of the biggest feats he's achieved at the age of 23, right? Now, at the age of 23, of course, Virat Kohli is definitely up on the pecking order by scoring 13 international hundreds for Team India. But here there is Shubman Gill at 3 international hundreds for Team India alongside Suresh Raina, and Yuvraj Singh also had scored 5 at that time. Sachin Tendulkar and Virat Kohli is definitely up there on the pecking order. But is that all for Shubman Gill in the one-day internationals? This is maybe the beginning of something very big for Shubman Gill's career. One could possibly say Virat Kohli has certainly given the mantle on to Shubman Gill to be the next big thing in the one-day international format, and Shubman Gill has been able to crack it with ease so far. We'll definitely know how it will impact India or help India in the 2023 World Cup. The World Cup is just 9 months away. And of course, Shubman Gill is the bright spot in that Team India's batting order, because India will need a player to take up the responsibility. India have been facing collapses after collapses, especially when it comes to ICC tournament knockouts. And Shubman Gill's history of scoring runs in knockout matches, we did in the under 19 level, but India will be hoping that he'll be able to do it once again in important situations, because Shubman Gill is a clutch player who will not forget the Gaba Day. Today marks almost 3 years of the Gaba Test victory. So, and not just that, IPL final, he was there to score for Gujarat Titans the winning runs batting through the innings. Under 19 World Cup semi final. Shubman Gill is a name for the big occasions, and India will be hoping he will be the player to turn it on for India in the biggest occasion in the World Cup, which will be played in 2023 October. So that's all from us. For more of these videos, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also share this video so that we can keep bringing you all this content. And also check the description to check out our courses, what we offer at Mad About Sports. Take care and have a safe time, all of you.